Is full-time gig work sustainable? Now, do I want to continue to do gig work forever? Yes. No. Maybe so. But here's the thing. All jokes aside, like, I'm always going to use the gig apps to make my extra money because those are what gave me the opportunity to get away from working a W-2 and then creating a YouTube channel. So I'm going to always be grateful to the gig apps and I'm always giving my money. But this little time period of my life where I was making the majority of my money with gig apps, I'm slowly transitioning out of that. And that's what works for me. And I don't want to sit here and give people the wrong advice and to let them think that, you know, you can just work these gig apps forever, because it's not that, you know, show me the data where a lot of drivers are working these apps for a long time and it's sustainable, because I see a small percentage of people doing it and showing it, you know? So I have your backup plan, have all your eggs in a row, because for me, my plan was to use these to my advantage, and my advantage is how can I use these to get to day trading quicker? Yeah, that's me. But for you, it may be something different, right? Welcome back. I'm your boy, the Dashing Trader. On this channel, we help you maximize with gig apps. We show you how I make my money, and we show you different ways to make money in the gig economy and different ways moving forward in the future. Is the gig economy overrated? Is the gig economy something you can do full time and make a full time living? That's what we're gonna talk about today. In my personal opinion, the gig economy is something that you should use, you know, to go to the next thing. I'm gonna be just straight up with you. I know some people may call them stepping stones. Some people may say, you know, use them to achieve your goals, whatever you want to call it. I think gig work is temporary for most people that do it. Why is that? Well, there's a couple reasons. We're going to go over that. First and foremost, welcome or welcome back. Thank you for being here. All my long-time subscribers, all my new people. I know we get a lot of new folks every day, new gig economy workers, new drivers, and also consumers too. Consumers want to know how things work on the driver's side, and I know you guys come check out this channel, and I want to say thank you, and I appreciate you for being here. So first and foremost, there's a lot of gig apps out there, right? There's a lot of food delivery apps. There's a lot of grocery delivery apps. There are hardware delivery apps. There are auto part delivery apps. There's a lot. I mean, we could go on and on, but there's a lot of apps out there, right? So the gig economy ain't going nowhere. I believe the gig economy is a step towards where we're going to be heading in the future, to more autonomous things, right? And that's a conversation for another time, but the gig economy itself, as far as making a full-time a full-time income, right? A 40-hour-a-week equivalent to a W-2 job. I think it's going to be a small percentage of us that's actually able to do that long-term. And what I mean by long-term is for multiple years. You know, there's going to be a lot of people who are able to manage for years. But I think without a solid plan as to what you're going to do next, something that's bigger and better, because let's face it, we just delivering food or groceries. Like, it's not that hard. But using this to go on to that next thing, I think that's quite achievable for a high percentage of people. But to sustain this with all the things that come with gig economy work, I think a small percentage of us going to be able to do that for the long term. And I think that's what we see in the gig economy right now. One of the reasons I think most people can't do this full time for a long time and make full time money off of it is because a lot of folks who do this do it part-time, and everybody ain't good with money, you know, and that's okay. But you got to realize you got to be good with money to be able to do gig work full-time and for a long time, because like my boy Uber Lyft Phoenix said in this video today, it only takes that one big car bill that you know, wasn't expecting, and you better have some money saved up, and let's go throw a monkey wrench into your full-time gig economy work. If you got this $1,000 bill, but you only got $200 saved up, now you got to go make $800 just to spend $1,000 just to try to make some money back, so you won't be sitting up there broke. And then next thing, and the bills got to be paid in the meantime. So a lot of times we fail to realize that the people who survive the longest in the gig economy, they have great money management skills. They go-getters. They not lazy people. So, you know, I hate to say it, but 90 to 99% of the people who do the gig economy work, they ain't going to be around a year later. You know what I'm saying? And these gig apps know that. That's why they make it so easy, and they have a, you know, a turnaround process where they steady hiring new drivers because they know the old ones is falling off. Yeah, it's going to be some veterans that stick around through the ups and the downs and the changes, but for the most part, on any given 2 to 3 month basis, they dealing with a brand new pool of drivers, and that's just a simple. I don't think gig work should be temporary, but I definitely think that you should use it to your advantage. Now, if your advantage is just maximizing to the fullest and working as much as you can and stacking up that money, do that. But I'm the type of person where I like to have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. And betting on gig work can be a great way to have a plan A, but multi-app and find other ways to get that income, because it may be a day where all the gig apps is gone, right? Or it may be a day where they all shut down, but banking on them just to work forever, you might get into a car accident, you might have health issues, and other things can happen. So I don't think that just overall a big majority of people can do it full time for a long time, but there's gonna be a small percentage. Just got an Uber order, $7.41 for 3 miles. I'll take that. I'm not quitting gig work, okay? I'm not quitting the gig economy. Will I make other content about other things? Absolutely. But I'm not giving up. I'm not quitting the gig economy. So if it came off like that, I apologize. But, ain't nothing wrong with branching out. There's nothing wrong with showing different ways to make money in the gig economy. It's brand new. It ain't been around for that long. And there's a lot of ways out there that you can make money besides working the W-2 than just delivering food and delivering groceries. And I want to bring y'all some of those experiences so you can make a decision. Hey, this might be something for me. Or hey, you know what? I ain't try none of that. Let me know in the comments below. Do you plan on doing gig work forever? Are you a part of the 1%? Are you brand new to the gig economy? Let me know what plans you have for the future. Let me know in the comment section down below, because I'm going to tell you right now, Trader got a plan, and my plan ain't to just deliver food for the rest of my life. I'm using this, and I'm going to say it again, as my boy Pedro say, as a stepping stone to my next thing. Like my dream, I want to have multiple streams of passive income while actively day trading every single day, attacking that market, getting my profit, and then enjoying life. That's my plan. So what is your plan? Is your plan to drive 10 to 12, 14, 16 hours a day until you retire? How much you gonna put away for retirement? What is your plan for you? Do what works for you. I'm not here to knock nobody. I'm not here to make no enemies. I love all my content creators out there, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if you watching this channel, then you rocking with me too. And if you ain't, then you a hater. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you all the same. But the fact of the matter remains is we got to lead the drivers in the right direction. Right, let's go pick up this Chick-fil-A order real quick. I strongly believe the gig economy is an awesome way to make some money on the side. Yes, it can be a great source of temporary full-time income, right? But as much as these apps change, as much as the markets change, as much as the order flow change, the how much the companies want to tell us, it's too many variables to depend on gig work long time. It's a great tool, but it's not a great job security. It's not something that you can bank on, is what I'm trying to say. Gig economy is great for the short term, but don't bank on it. Don't quit your day job and go straight into the gig economy thinking you finna make all the money you was making at your day job. Ease into it, learn your markets, and if that's something that you decide to do, make sure that you can make your money, and then make sure you have a plan, because if one day all the apps is gone, then what you gonna do? You can't run back to your job. You done already quit, right? And I'm here to tell you, it's been days where I thought I was gonna go out and make my $100 and I ain't make nothing, right? So that's when I had to say, oh, you know what? I ain't have plan A, plan B, and a plan C. That way, if that don't fall through, I can already get finished with plan D. Maybe you wanted to start a business, Maybe you wanted to buy some real estate. Maybe you wanted to do something that you can have your money working for you. Use the gig apps for that, okay? How you doing, sir? There you go. You too, thank you. The gig economy is a great way to make some money. Look, I was able to quit my job, start my YouTube channel, bet on myself, maximize, not be beholden to a boss or worry about no co-workers or worry about if I got an off day or a sick day. A lot of great things about the gig economy change traders' life. I'm going to tell you right now. But the one thing I will say is, there's a problem with the gig economy, right? What do you do when you don't drive? How do you make money when you don't drive? At least when you work a W-2, you know, you get sick time, paid time off, you know, vacation, you know. If you closer to retirement age, maybe you got some money saved up. You know, maybe you didn't already did that, but let's be real, 90% of the drivers out there, they brand new. You know what I'm saying? They living day to day. They may not have that money saved up. What do they do when they can't work a day? When that car break down? When they get sick? When they have to take care of their kid? When you gotta go to that doctor's appointment? How do you make money on those days? That's why I try my best on this channel to show you different ways to make money. Show you to use the gig apps as a stepping stone to something better, because you want to make sure you have some type of passive income coming in. I got away from working my W-2 job so I can have multiple streams of income, so I can have that day where I'm sitting at home and guess what? I done made my daily goal sitting on my ass, right? But working the gig economy forever, it's gonna be harder to put into retirement. It's gonna be harder for you to get to that day where you can get that passive income coming in. So you got to keep that in mind. If you want to use the gig apps, use them. But if you work them for the rest of your life, they've basically used you, right? I would agree, because if I work my whole life and I'm doing, you know, gig economy apps and I ain't really got nothing in retirement, I can't really take a day off, because the moment I do, now I'm not hitting my daily goal. That don't seem like a win to me. That's why I would say 90%, 99% of the people in the gig economy gonna be in there short term. It's gonna be temporary for most of us out here, including myself, right? Because my car can't last forever. I can't just sit up here and drive forever. I got to make sure that the time I'm using right now to deliver these orders, I'm using it and putting it towards my next goal of passive income, right? Because me working a W-2, that's me using my body to make money. Me driving this car, that's me using my vehicle to make money. I want to get to a point where I'm using my intellect to make my money, using knowledge to make money. And that could be through real estate, day trading, you know, different investments. It's all different types of ways you can make money passively using your brain instead of using your physical body or using your assets. Alrighty, while I was sitting there flapping my gums, I got this order, $8.09 for 4.6 miles of Slim Chickens. So you know I had to grab Slim Chickens. Sydney, picking up a Sydney.
You know this guy's famous, right?
Bruh, I ain't even tell you what happened. You got that Slim Chickens order, now let's get it dropped off. Alright, let's drop off this Slim Chickens. These gig apps are paying less and less. They are not in the business of making sure you can make a full-time living. That's your job. So if you take nothing else from this video, make sure you have a plan A, a plan B, and a plan C. Make your money, especially if you got a family out there, if you got dreams or aspirations, plan ahead. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one.